Oh my Grindelwald, everybody. Hogwarts Legacy has another gameplay showcase coming out tomorrow. I honestly wasn't expecting anything between now and the end of the year, so I'm totally stoked for the fact that we're getting some new footage. But they dropped the announcement over on Twitter saying, tune in for a new look at Broomflight and Traversal, advanced combat, and an introduction to the Room of Requirement. And just like last time, they'll have a guest host. This time it's going to be none other than Benjamin Snow, another popular Hogwarts Legacy content creator. They also gave us a quick look at some of the things we can expect to see tomorrow as well. 3 brief clips of the main character flying, taking down a troll, and taking care of a graphorn. So stupefy the like button if you're excited for the presentation tomorrow. I'll go ahead and break down some of the stuff we're seeing here, as well as talk about some of the stuff we're going to get in the presentation tomorrow. But jumping into the first little clip we got from Twitter, we can see the main character riding around on a broom, and the first thing I want to point out is the mini-map. We can see a handful of little red arrows, which we can safely assume are enemies of some sort. It doesn't really look like there's an enemy camp on the minimap, so either there isn't one over there at all, which it doesn't really look like there is, or they just don't show up on it. Moving on to the character in the broom, it kind of looks like there's a green band on the twigs, which might mean that we can customize our brooms with house colors and who knows what else. This character build might be a Slytherin just based off the green. The next thing worth taking a look at is the bottom right corner behind the rated T for Teens logo. Some people are pointing out that it looks like you've got the option to use a boost and fly faster until the charge runs out. If this is the case, you'll probably just fly around and it'll slowly charge like in most games with a boost feature. The other option being that you'd have to fly through certain obstacles to charge it up or get a boost after. So for example, maybe this is a broom race and we have to fly through balloons that mark the way, and each time we go through one, it'll fill the bar a little bit more. At the end of the last presentation, Chandler Wood said that they wanted to leave us with a little teaser for what we can expect to see in the next presentation, and I think this is exactly what he was talking about, because as he was saying that, the camera panned right over some balloons, and I predicted that they'd show us some stuff about flying and the world outside the castle, so it looks like I was right about that. But the next thing they show us isn't something that I had predicted. They show the main character using Avada Kedavra to finish off a troll. Now at first I was kind of surprised that you'd be able to do something like that, but after watching the new Fantastic Beasts movie, it kind of makes sense. Since in the opening scene they use the killing curse on a Chillin, and it takes about 2 hits before it finally dies after giving birth, and it would make sense that bigger creatures would need a little bit more of a push before they finally die, but it does look like this could be a finisher. On the bottom right of the screen, you can see that the killing curse can actually be equipped, which is shocking to me because I wouldn't have guessed it would be an equipable spell. It could just be that you're able to equip 4 different finishers. The top one here is Imperio. They showed us that one a little while back. This one with the skull must be the killing curse, as it turns dark after the main character uses it. Not too sure what these other ones are, but you could easily assume that this red one is Crucio. And for now, we'll just say this bottom one is the subscribe button and you should click it. After the troll dies, we can see that we get 100 XP from killing it, and the experience goes into a little snake symbol confirming that this is in fact a Slytherin build. And on the top right, we see that we have defeated 2 of 5 trolls in whatever area this is. My guess is that it's one of the dungeons we haven't heard anything about since the state of play. We also see that you can activate challenges in the game, which probably comes from side quests. The dueling feat they have equipped is to defeat an enemy with Chinese chomping cabbages, which sounds like a new thing, but it's actually something we've seen in the state of play already. When they were in the Room of Requirement, they had the option to plant seeds for the cabbages, and then a little bit before that, I think they actually showed us a clip of the cabbages chomping away at a goblin. So it's cool that they're finally giving us a little more info on that. We'll probably see more information about mandrakes as well, and we might get 1 or 2 more plant-based items used for attack or defense. In the final scene from the Twitter clip, you can see the main character chilling with a graphorn, and they are sporting even more new clothes. These ones are definitely Slytherin themed, so it's safe to assume that we'll have plenty of options for clothing. I wonder if it'll put you in like robes and stuff automatically for classes and things like that. And then once you're out of the castle, I wonder like maybe it'll put you in more casual clothes. I'm not too worried about outfits and stuff like that, but you guys let me know what you think down in the comments. I'd love to speculate about it. It looks like we may be in the Room of Requirement here. They did mention that we would be seeing more of it. Down at the bottom of the screen, we have a different set of options for the hotbar. I don't know what R1 does. Maybe that's how you'd ride the graphorn. And then down here, we've got the option to brush your new friend. It also looks like you can make it fart, split it in 2, and throw it in the goblet of fire. Either that, or it's take something out of the briefcase, like we saw at the CCXP panel, put something into the suitcase, or feed and water it. You can see up here above its head that it looks like it's requesting some things. I would say it's looking for attention, judging by the brush, and food going off the fork and knife. But either way, we'll find out tomorrow morning. If you want to refresh yourself on all the stuff that happened in the last gameplay showcase, I'll go ahead and link my video covering that right here. It breaks it down into all the important parts. But that's all I've got for you today. I will catch you next time, nerds.